All right, Blunders. Well, I'm a parent. In fact, my wife, Michelle, and I, over the last 30 years, have parented 18 children through foster care, adoption, birth, guardianship. And in all that time, in those 30 years, with all that experience of raising kids, I've learned one thing. As a parent, whatever you do, it's wrong. And someone will tell you it's wrong, friend, family, total stranger. So the best you can do is get up each day, just stumble through this adventure, because it is an adventure, especially when you have a lot of kids. And for us, it was doubly so because our son, Sammy, our oldest son, has autism as well as Tourette's. And along with that comes these powerful obsessions and compulsions. Like for a few years when he was young, whenever he'd go into a store, he had to walk down every single aisle, walking with his finger rubbing along the shelf. It didn't matter how huge the store was, we'd all follow along behind him, every nook and cranny. And this one time, we're at one of those big box hardware, home improvement stores. It was in Detroit up on 8 Mile, and me and a whole passel of kids, and we were doing a family project. We're going to buy a bunch of lumber and hardware. We're going to build a wooden swing set with a little climber and a slide, and Sammy's leading the way. We're going up and down every aisle. We come around the corner, and the aisle's blocked. They pull the gate across because the person's loading with the high-low, the stock up on the shelves. And, of course, it doesn't stop Sammy. He just pushes his way right through the gate, and I got to slow him down. No, Sammy, you can't do that. It's dangerous. It's dangerous, Tata. It's dangerous. Tata's Polish for dad. It's dangerous, Tata. It's dangerous. Yes, Sam, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, Tata. It's dangerous. Yes, Sammy, it's dangerous. He does things in fours, right? And you also have to remain exceedingly calm, because Sam is very sensitive to Michelle or I's mood. If we've seen tense, he becomes exponentially tense and goes through the roof and falls apart. So I've got to be calm. But as time goes on, he's getting louder and louder and louder, and people are coming to see what's going on. And, of course, they look. Some most just look and go about their business, and some got to, roll their eyes at you. And there's always that handful, a couple people got to give you their opinion, It boiled down to, he's a rotten kid and I'm a terrible parent. And there's a couple guys, maybe about 12 feet away from us. They'd been there the whole time. They'd been discussing some construction job, and now they're just got their arms crossed. They're staring over at us, and one says to the other, "Some people let their kids do whatever they want." And his buddy looks over and he says, "Yeah, if that was my kid, I'd take this belt and I'd whip his ass." Now, I'd like to say that's the only time a total stranger told me to beat my son. But if I said that, I'd be lying. And, of course, it's the Moth. I have to tell the truth. And back then I'd had these cards printed up. They were about the size of a business card, but they opened up. And it was my little effort at community education, because the autism awareness wasn't very great 20-some years ago. And on the front it said, "My child's behavior may be surprising to you." And you open it up and it says he has autism, gives a brief description of autism. On the back has the Autism Society's 800 number, and I'd write our phone number too. But I didn't have any cards on me, and I should have just ignored them. But I didn't. And so I go over and I said, "Look, he has autism. He does not understand." "Oh, we didn't mean nothing by it. We didn't know." But, of course, Sammy hears me stressing out, and he's screaming hysterically now. And I asked the high-low guy, "Excuse me," I said, "Are you almost done?" He says, "Nope, could be a while." And he turns the other way. And now Sam's on the ground screaming. More and more people are coming. And I'm saying, "Sorry, he has autism. Sorry, he has autism. Sorry, he has autism." And someone's coming up behind me. I turn to say something. I've got my hand on the cart, and I feel this gentle touch on top of my hand. And I look, it's this elderly woman, and she says, "Sugar, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay." And just like that, everything just fell to the side. And I said, "Thank you." And as I watched this stranger walk away, I got on my knee, I gathered the rest of the kids who'd been great this whole time, and I said, "Look, see that door over there? I want you to take Taryn," that's our youngest. I had Trell, Mike, Joe, Taryn. I take her out that door towards the car. I'll be behind. I'll scoop up Sammy. I'll be right behind you. We're going to leave the lumber. We're going to leave all the hardware. We're just going to leave it all behind. We can always come back another day. And over the last 20-some years, every now and then, when I'm feeling like things are falling apart and I'm feeling stressed, that woman's face, the stranger's face, pops into my mind, and I can see her clear as day and remember her gentle manner and her kind words. And it reminds me that sometimes it's okay to just lay it all down and walk away.